ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेश तारिणे। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकम् भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकम्। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्दा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji.
Welcome, kids.
Mataji.
Had a nice weekend. Yes.
Mataji.
Yes, Ryan.
When is the story going to be? He died.
I will be starting now. Okay.
Is it a moral story?
No, it's about the Gopakumar. It's like a moral story. I will tell you like a moral story only. You listen, okay?
Ryan's wondering what day is it gonna be done?
What day is going to be the last day before one day to the summer camp? Thursday, that date will end. And Friday, we will be having the games or activities or something fun, right? Last Friday, we had a fun games. Very less people were there on Fridays. But then we had very nice games and we enjoyed. All kids loved the games. So Fridays are fun activities. Try to join on Friday also. We have classes on Friday, but the timing is different. 12 CST in the afternoon. It is 1 EST and 10 o'clock PST, if I'm not wrong. Right, Suraj? You have to say me. You're from PST.
Okay, so Mataji, what time is it for you?
For me, 12 o'clock. For you, 10 o'clock, right?
No, my time currently is...
No. Right now, what's your time?
1:36.
Yes, for me, 3:36. It's the same thing, 2 hours. Okay, let's start the class. Today, we will do a little bit revision a lot because I felt like, we should not forget the whole story, what we have seen before. Otherwise, we will not enjoy, right? We need to know whole story, how it is going. So we will do the part 1 revision also and then part 2 until wherever we covered. And then we will go to today's chapter. Today is part 2, 3rd chapter, but then we will do some revisions.
Hare
So what's
Krishna
the story that we are seeing?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what is the story that we are seeing actually?
Krishna?
No, what every day day in the summer camp, what we are learning? What is that story name?
Brhad Bhagavatamrtra.
Brhad Bhagavatamrtra. Yes. So you all remember what is that story, right? So who is speaking to whom in this story?
Parikshit to Uttara.
Parikshit to Uttara. Okay. We'll do some recap. What was Narada Muni is doing? Narada Muni went to Prayag and there he wanted to glorify. There are all the sages glorifying each other. They want to know who is the most dear to Krishna. So then Narada Muni is traveling. Who was the hero in the first part?
Narada Muni.
Narada Muni. Yes.
Narada Muni.
Narada Muni. So it's now we'll start the journey of Narada Muni. Okay, you all should help me. Okay, are you all ready to help me?
Yes, Mataji.
Very good. So then first who comes in the story? It's Narada who is coming in the story because he is the hero. What is he searching for? He's searching for a great devotee. Where did he land up in the first? He landed with
Brahmana.
Brahmana. What is he worshipping?
Shaligram Sheila.
Shaligram Sheila, yes. And then what did Brahmana said?
King is the greatest devotee.
King is the greatest devotee.
Narada said Brahmana is the greatest devotee, but then Brahmana said
King is
He is not. King is the greatest devotee.
King is the greatest devotee. Yes, yes. And then what did King say?
Indra is the greatest
devotee.
Indra is the
Indra is the greatest devotee. Let's go to that slide. So he said that Indra is the greatest devotee. And then did Indra agreed that he is the greatest devotee?
No.
Who came into the picture?
He said that Brahma is the greatest.
Brahma is the greatest devotee. Yes. And then did Brahma agreed he was the greatest devotee?
No.
Then who was the greatest devotee for Brahma? Shiva. Brahma thinks it's Shiva is the greatest devotee. And then when it comes to Shiva, Narada came and glorifying Shiva. Who was listening with Shiva?
Parvati Devi.
Parvati Devi. Let's move to that slide. Yeah, Parvati. So then, what did Parvati thought of greatest devotee? Who is the greatest devotee?
Lakshmi. Lakshmi Devi.
Lakshmi Devi. And then, what did Shiva said?
No, Prahlad Maharaj.
Maharaj is the greatest devotee. Yes. And then Prahlad Maharaj suggested whom?
Hanuman.
Hanuman. Now comes the Hanuman part. Now Hanuman is saying, no, I am not the greatest devotee. Hanuman suggested whom?
Pandavas.
Pandavas. Yes.
Pandavas.
Pandavas. Yes, you're all right. It's Pandavas. Yes, it's Pandavas. And then Pandavas says, no, we are not greatest devotee. There is someone else who is greater than us. Who is that?
Uddhava.
Yadu. And then what did Yadu say?
Yadu said that Uddhava.
Uddhava. But then what did Uddhava say? He's okay, he's friend and everything. But then there is more greater devotee.
Gopis. I got scattered when I saw the love of the gopis.
Wonderful children. We finished the first part. Our hero find out that who are the greatest devotees. That is the gopis are the greatest devotee. Here we ended Narada Muni's part. Journey done for Narada Muni, right? Now we will go to the part 2, introduction. What we saw, the part 1. If you are not answering my question, you please be on mute. When you are answering, you can unmute. Is that okay, children?
Yes.
Very good, very good. Okay. So now in the part 1, we saw that who is the greatest devotee. In the part 2, we will know that what is the greatest destination that a great devotee goes. So Uttara's next question is, so we saw many different variety of devotees. Do all go into the same place? No, right? Each person, like there are so many people who are traveling in the airport or in the bus station, but then not everybody going to the same place. Whatever the air ticket you are taking, that place you will be going in. So now the Uttara's question is the same thing. We saw so many devotees. Then who is going to which place? So if there's somebody is great devotee, they should have a great destination, not the same destination of other person, right? Now we will see what we'll be seeing in this part 2. In this part 2, like as I said, like Uttara is asking question to Parikshit Maharaj, and then Parikshit Maharaj start narrating a story about whom? About a penniless Brahmana, right, from Prajyotishpura. Then this Brahmana was worshipping Kamakya Devi, and then he got a Madana Gopala mantra, right? He was instructed how to chant. We will go to the pictures, then it will be very nice. So he was instructed how to chant from Kamakya Devi, and then he started chanting. Look at him. Look at the boy. He was chanting, right? The Brahmana was chanting. He got detached and he went out of the house. He met a person in near the Ganges, one Brahmana. And then that Brahmana was worshipping. And then he heard that this Brahmana saying that, he is not the greatest devotee. I mean, sorry, he is worshipping something, but then he's speaking about what is this? Kasi. Go to the Kasi and you find, there you will find great devotees or a person so who can, that is the highest place. Sorry, that is the highest place. Here about places, right? So that is the highest place. So then he goes there and he finds the impersonalist who is worshipping Lord. And then he doesn't feel there much good. And then what happened? He goes there he will understand that there is a place nearby where the king is worshipping. He will go there. For that, before that, what happens is, there when he was going in the way, he sleeps there. And then he will get a dream that go to Mathura, like that. And then what happens is, he will go, when he was going to the Mathura, then he will see this devotees who were doing Sankirtana and also worshipping Madana Gopala. But then they see, he always wanted the Lord to be in two hands, but then there he saw four-handed form. And then he was thinking, he was confused, what is this, what is this? And then he continued his journey. And then when he's sleeping again, he got a dream. Now this time Lord Shiva comes and Kamakhya Devi comes and says him to go to Mathura. Don't stay here. And then he starts his journey to Mathura. Let's see what happens after that. Then when he goes there, he meets a Gopakumar. Who is this Gopakumar? Who sent this Gopakumar? This Gopakumar came from directly from Goloka. He has sent by Radha Rani himself. And Radha Rani wants to guide this devotee through Gopakumar. So that's why Gopakumar has came to earthly planet. And he was very happy. This Brahmana was very happy as soon as he saw Gopakumar. Look at him, he's like, he's brightening all the way and he's so happy. He just fell at the feet of the Gopakumar, and he was saying, oh, please, I surrendered you. And then now Gopakumar understood that this Brahmana is very good, but then he is not able to understand the greatness of Sankirtan. He's not to that level. To understand him to that level, I need to tell about my story. So then he starts his story. So now what happened? Gopakumar is our real hero in this second part. I forgot to say that. In the first part, we saw Narada Muni is our hero. In the second part, we are seeing that Gopakumar is our hero. Our hero is that Gopakumar. So then Gopakumar was telling his story. When he was playing in his place where he lives, so there he used to see one Brahmana who was always meditating, and then he said that Brahmana says that, you take the beads and you chant, and then you can go to the highest destination. And then hearing that, Gopakumar takes the beads and he chants, and then he gets detached. He walks further and he sees a Brahmana. He thinks that, this Brahmana is worshipping. What is he worshipping again? This Brahmana worships what? Govardhan Shila. Same like in the first story also. That how Narada Muni goes to a Brahmana who is worshipping Shila. Here also the same thing. But then after he worshipped, Gopakumar observes that what he observes, that he is not giving the value to it. He's just putting inside his bag and he's going again. So he did not like that. But then Brahmana said that there is a nearby king who is worshipping the deity, and I think that's the great place. You have to go there. So then he goes there and he sees what's deity. He sees 400 form, not the Gopal form. If it was 400 form, Vishnu form, he sees. But then he likes the worship over there and he stays there. Everybody likes Gopakumar. And one day what happens is the king leaves his body, and then they need another king. So then the emperor, who is emperor, he takes the Gopakumar to be as a king. So then Gopakumar becomes a king to this place. And then what happens? When he becomes king, he takes care of everything. But then there was one problem. They were not maintaining the prasadam properly. He was disappointed why they are doing like that. And then he Meanwhile, what happened is there comes a pilgrimage, pilgrims from different place. Which place is that? I see somebody is unmuted. Okay.
Jagannath Puri.
Jagannath Puri. The pilgrims comes to this place where Gopakumar has become a king, and then he was hearing something. They were talking about something. You know, Jagannath Puri. There, the prasadam is like so high, and this is what they glorify Jagannath Puri so much. As soon as he hears, okay, maybe this is the highest destination. I have to go there. I have to go there. Then Gopakumar goes to Jagannath Puri. Then what happens? Then Gopakumar stays there in the Jagannath Puri. Everybody likes Gopakumar. And then there also he becomes a king. But then what happens is, even though he becomes king, but the Pandas who lives there as a family members, from the generations, they only get to do some services that are not allowed to do by anyone. So then he gets very upset. Oh, what is this? They are not allowing me to do this. This is not the proper way, like that. But then what he thinks, let me go back to Vrindavan. But then he goes to Vrindavan. What happens? Nobody identifies him. And then he just wanders there, and then he thinks, okay, let me go back to Jagannath Puri. Then when he's thinking like that, there he meets a Brahmana. There he meets a Brahmana. So then these Brahmanas was talking about something which is the greatest destination. They are telling that Swargaloka is the greatest destination. And then this Brahmana was so, Gopakumar was so excited. Oh, is it so? Then what does he does? He chants more and more and more. And Gopakumar reaches to the place. See how he's chanting so much, he chant, right? And he reaches to the highest destination. That is, he thinking is Sargaloka, where Indra is there, and Lord himself welcome him, and he was so happy there. Initially, he was not able to relate, but then slowly he was okay. He was so happy there. And finally, what happened is, once there was no Indra gets scared of a demon, and then he just and then what happens is, then Gopakumar becomes Indra. And when Gopakumar becomes Indra, he will enjoy everything, but then he's missing something. And then he sees that there are some Bhrugu Muni comes from Maharloka, and everybody were started worshipping him. And then he's thinking, who is this? Who is this? Okay, there is Bhrugu. He's coming from Maharloka, which is highest destination. Then the Swargaloka. Then he thinks, okay, I have to go there. I have to go there. Oh, this is the highest. Let me go there. So then Gopakumar thinks that the highest destination, and he went there. And then but what happens is, Brahma's one day is like Brahma's lifetime is completed. So when Brahma's lifetime completes, what happens is, Maharloka, Swargaloka, everything becomes very heat, and they cannot stay there. So they all move to Janaloka. So when they moved to Janaloka, then there was no Lord coming, and Gopakumar was very sad. All that story we saw. And then what happens? Everything was fine after some time. And then what they will do? They all moved back to Maharloka. But then when they all moved to Maharloka, he saw some other people coming there. Who is that? Four Kumaras, right? Sanaka, Sanatana. Oh, then they came. And everybody were worshipping them. And then what is this way? Why are everybody worshipping? Where do they live? They live in Tapaloka. So then now Gopakumar is saying, okay, this is the highest destination. Let me go there. Let me go there. Then, before that, what happens is, there in the he goes to Tapaloka, and then in Tapaloka he meets his guru, and then he learns about everything. You're searching everywhere God, but the God is there in your, Krishna is there in your heart as a super soul sitting in your heart. Krishna in your heart. So that is what he teaches him. See, You try to see Krishna in your heart, and then he understands that, okay, Krishna is in my heart, and then but then he misses his guru, but then still he continues chanting, and he will be okay. And then what happened? Then after that, then he goes to okay, he was feeling happy, but then he was like, he goes to which place? This Satyaloka, where Brahma is there. What happens is one day, Gopakumar heard about when he was in Satyaloka, after Tapaloka, Gopakumar goes to Satyaloka, because in Tapaloka, when Brahma comes, I forgot to put those images, I guess. I missed them. So then what happens is, when in Tapaloka, when Brahma comes, all Sanata Kumara, all Kumaras were worshipping him. And then he says, oh, okay, Brahma is the highest. And then he goes to Satyaloka. And then in Satyaloka, he becomes Brahma, and everything was fine. But then, Brahma also dies, right? Then he was thinking, oh, okay, what to do now? Then he was thinking like that. He heard about the impersonal liberation, all that he heard, and then he wanted to go there. So then now Gopakumar was thinking, okay, shall I go there or shall I go back to Vrindavan? Like that. But then he always thinks that, Lord is there always with me, right? Why do I go to Vrindavan? Like that he has always mixed reaction, realizations that where do I go, like that. But then Gopakumar was hearing about this Mahakalapura, and he wants to go there. So then he chants more, and then he reaches there. Oh, see, here I put the pictures, I forgot. See, when then Brahma comes, and then Gopakumar goes to the Satyaloka, he becomes a king of Brahma over there. And then, as we said, like he hears about the impersonal thing, and he wants to go to Mahakala Pura. Mahakalapura, right? Is that the one I'm pronouncing that? Yeah, Mahakalapura. And then today we will see the part 2. Part 2, chapter 3, first half, we will see what happens in this story. So then what happens? So now Gopakumar, when he was in Brahmaloka, I mean where Brahma lives, so then what happens is, he meets his guru. And then his guru teaches him many more things, and how to chant mantra very attentively. And also he teaches about putting the tilak in different body parts, and so many other things. And he also makes sure that this mantra which is he's doing, or the extra rules and regulations that he given to Gopakumar, that will help him to be always satisfied and make sure the Lord is always there with him. So that all instructions he gives. And then Gopakumar could understand that this mantra is going to be very helpful for him, and it is so powerful. And his guru went, and he feels very sad. And then what happened? He was chanting. And finally, what did he saw? That he was floating in above all this, the sun doorway of liberation. He was going. He's crossing all the 14 planetary system. Above all that means he could see everything down all the 14 planetary system. So then what happens is, when he is passing through, he saw that there are so many faults in the material world, but then he sees many other things. There are so much of enjoyment, millions of times. He was already saw that enjoyment, right? That enjoyment that he's seeing is very, very less, because he went through all the different lokas of the highest enjoyment, and he enjoyed everything. So then now he was thinking that he was going from one layer to another layer, and he's like his body were getting destroyed, and he was getting another body, because for every planet there is a different kind of body that you get it, so that you can live there. You don't get the same body to live in the other planets. So then he saw that, the earth, the deity of the earth came to worship the Lord Varaha. and with all the opulences she is worshipping. And then what happened? The deity of the earth was asking Gopakumar, please, can you stay here? Can you stay here with me? But then no, he don't wanted to stay. He just wanted to go further. He don't wanted to stay anymore. He was starting the mantra. With the flow of that mantra, the force of that mantra is keep moving the places after place. And then we can see that he sees many other things when he's moving from one place to another in that like he's flying and he's getting different kinds of bodies. Once he saw that there was a deity of water who was worshipping Matsya. And there was a deity of fire who was worshipping Lord Surya. Then there was a deity of air worshipping Lord Pradyumna. And deity of ether worshipping Lord Aniruddha. Deity of false ego worshipping Lord Shankarshana. Wow, this is very nice, right? When we have a lot of ego problem, we think that there is some problem with us, so we can worship Shankarshana and then we can get rid of it. And he also sees that deity of Mahatattva worshipping Lord Vasudeva. So he sees all of these, and finally he comes to the nature, prakriti, and the most, and then the subtle body of ignorance and everything is gone, and blackish blue in color and very attractive. He saw a great deity. What is the deity? And he that is Mohini is worshipping this deity. And then she was begging, please stay with me. And then he says, no, I cannot stay. And then he just moved further and further to reach to the highest destination that he was thinking is impersonal Brahma Jyotir place, where is the highest destination. So he's moving and moving. There he saw, finally he reached that place, and it was so bright. And his eyes were closed, being so bright. His eyes was completely closed and he was not able to see anything. So then he was thinking, oh, what is this? What is this? And you could see some people who are inside the body of the Lord, some people who are outside worshipping him. And he was very scared that he will also go and merge into Lord. But then Lord is Bhavagrahi Janardana, means according to your mood, Lord will give darshan to you. Because Gopakumar always meditating about two-handed form, Gopakumar could see the Lord. And not only Gopakumar, there are some other devotees who reaches that place. If they have that kind of desire, Lord was so merciful to give some darshan to them. So when Gopakumar saw the lotus feet of the Lord, immediately he was so happy. He was chanting the mantra. He was so nice, thinking that, wow, Lord is so beautiful. Lord is so beautiful, like that. But then he was always getting scared. Wow, what happens if I go and merge there? I don't want it to merge there. So like that, he was thinking, and we can see this quote from Srila Prabhupada. Actually, it's Bhagavad Gita translation. I am the basis of impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. So what is this? It means...
Mataji!
Yes.
It's already 5 o'clock.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you so much for telling me the time, okay? Let's continue the story.
Okay.
Very nice. Oh, thank you, Ryan, for reminding me the time. So now what happens is we can understand that this Brahma Jyotir is not separate from the Lord. The Krishna's effulgence is only the Brahma Jyotir. Krishna is the highest. And then the Lord was surrounded by many associates. He was so merciful considering his devotees, and how, even though sometimes sometimes by mistake we land up into this place, but then their bhava is so nice, and they wanted to see the swarupa of the Lord. Lord used to give them that show is that form. So that is the story. Okay, we have one more slide. I think this is the last slide if I'm not wrong. Okay, we will see what is there in this slide. So Gopakumar was feeling so happy and he was worshipping there Madana Gopal, because his mood was like that. He was worshipping Madana Gopal over there, chanting his mantra. He was always remembering and he was so happy. And then, but then he wanted to return to Vrindavan Dham, where he thought he would have been better chance to finding the worshipable deity. So he's still having thinking about, oh, may I go to Vrindavan? And still he's thinking, oh, this is not the highest. I have to go somewhere else. There is some other place which is highest. So what he's going to think, and who is going to come and guide him in this situation where he's confused, right? Always there is someone who is coming and guiding in between. There is like Pipalayana, a rishi comes and guides him once, and the other one is his guru comes and guides him in between. And now we will see who is going to guide Gopakumar from this place to move to the next place, and what is that next destination that Gopakumar is thinking that would be the highest. We will see that tomorrow. Okay, so that is the story for today. The journey will be continuing. So is there any questions before we move on to the game?
There's no game. There's a
Hare
calendar.
Krishna kids, did you all like the story?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
So do you have any realization?
Yes, Mataji.
Any realizations? You all like it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start the game.
Yes, Mataji.
Can we start the game? Yes.
What's the game?
Right.
Game is a calendar game. Like Friday we played what? Bhagavatam game we played and we enjoyed, right? Advait, did you enjoy Friday?
Yes, Mataji.
Ramachandra was there, Advait was there, Sudevi was there. We all enjoyed.
I watched it online after.
You watched it online?
Because I was joining at like 1:30 and then like I figured nobody was there.
Okay, before that, when we are playing this game, you all can do this doll stuff. You just paint it into black color, the hair into black color, and apply the nail polish. What do you call? Some
Mataji, what are we making?
doll. Actually, this doll, Vrinda messed up, but then we wanted to make it, still we wanted to make it nice doll. So I just painted it into little bit light color, and we are trying to use this one also. You already saw the doll, right, that I have posted. I can show you that also. So before that, I just wanted to tell you, just color this whole head into black color and put some red color to the nails and legs, and to put like, what do you call this, what do you call that? For even for Krishna also we put this, right?
Mataji, kumkum, right?
Not kumkum. What do you call for the leg? They put it. So that you put it, and then you color the feet of the law Radha Rani while we are doing the game. Okay.
Mataji, is this?
Mataji, this works, right? This is right.
Oh, never mind.
Which one? 1 second. Any doll, I wanted to show my
It's not the doll, it's the calendar.
Where is my PPT gone?
Mataji, I'm talking about the calendar, this one, right?
Calendar, yes, any calendar that you have, like even online calendar works. If you don't have a calendar.
Mataji, we have a calendar, but I don't know where it is.
Okay.
Mataji, doesn't have to be a Krishna conscious calendar?
No, it should be Krishna conscious.
Okay, yeah, that's why I got confused because, okay. So it is this one.
So Mataji, do we have to have 2022 calendar only?
Yes. This year calendar only we are playing. Okay.
Okay, Mataji, wait, I have to get it.
Okay, get it.
Mataji.
Sure. Any dolls that you have at home, even the old dolls, we can make into Radha Rani. Okay, don't worry. I have just made an old doll. Can you see this? 1 second, let me explain and then I'll talk to you. We need a calendar for the game. Okay, everybody get the calendar that you have in the house. A 2022 calendar. If you don't have, you can use the online calendars, Vaishnava calendar. When I'm asking you the question.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, please repeat the instructions.
Why do we need a calendar, Mataji?
We are playing a game. Before we are doing this doll, we are playing a game.
Okay,
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I just got the doll and I don't know what to do with it. So like.
Okay, okay. I will tell you this. I will tell you. See,
And
this is the one of the old doll that Vrinda had, and Vrinda made like crayons and everything, you know.
only just got the head.
Yeah, only on the face. So then I just painted a little bit the face, and then I just put the dress and made into a doll, a different doll. Because I did not have a time to go to Dollar Tree before ahead. And then I was thinking what to do. I will use the doll that I have in home and try it first. And then I made this one doll. So if you don't have a doll that you have purchased, that's okay. You can take any of the doll that is there in the house and we can still make a doll. And then we can use it. And then when you get you another doll, you can use the another doll. And this is the doll I made with the new doll. I purchased a new doll and I made it. So for this, what you have to do is you need to first paint the hair. You just make it black hair and put the, like what do you call, sindoor, and then eyebrows and these polka dots, everything we have to put. Okay, like same like Krishna doll. When we did Krishna doll also, we just followed the same steps. Everything is the same, but then we are not coloring the doll into blue because here Radha Rani's color is not blue, right? She is the fair color. So then that is why we are not coloring into it blue color. So while we are playing a game, you can just sit with your calendar and start painting the doll. Are you all ready to do that?
Mataji,
Yes.
I have this calendar.
Which calendar you have?
It's new in Darwin.
Any calendar it works, Vrinda. Any calendar. Good job. So are you all ready?
Mataji.
No, Hare Krishna Mataji. This is Krishna Gandharvika.
Yes. There is a lot of echo from one device. I don't know which device is that.
Mataji, what do we have to do with the calendar?
I will tell you what we have to do with the calendar.
Hare Krishna Mataji. This is Krishna Gandharvika.
Yes, Krishna Darvesh. Can everybody be on mute if Krishna Darvesh is speaking? Yes, Krishna Darvesh.
Mataji, so first of all, Mataji, I do not have the doll, so I will make it later.
Okay, that's not a problem.
And
You can watch.
what are the rules of the game?
I will tell you. I'll tell you that. We'll coming back. Okay. Vrinda, what's your question? You can use any that calendar. You can use Vrindavan calendar, new Vrindavan calendar. You can use that. Okay.
Mataji.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
This is Rai Prahlad and Raghav Pandit. This is our calendar, but this is our art calendar, but our calendar is at 2021.
You don't have 22 calendar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't have any calendar of 22 in your house?
You can use your mom's phone.
Okay, then okay. If whoever don't have a calendar and cannot access the internet, we will play another game for them. But then we'll start with the calendar game. Okay, like on Friday we played a wonderful games. You all can go and watch that video. We played Bhagavatam game. We played Krishna book game. That was very fun. All children loved the games. So now today I as promised them that we will play the calendar game. Keep everybody calendar ready in your hand. Whatever calendars you have in your house. And before that, you are also working with your doll. Please do work with your doll also, okay? So now, going on to like first question, start here with the calendar.
Mataji.
In February month, which date first Ekadasi fall in?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I not understood the
Question, okay. When I'm asking you the question, you have to find out the answer. And which date that Ekadasi
Bhima Ekadashi 11. Bhima Ekadashi
11. Yes, this is the answer, okay? This is the answer. Did you got?
Mataji, I thought we were supposed to raise our hands.
Yes, we will raise our hand. We will raise our hand first in the first question. So we just played like that. Second one, we will raise our hand, okay? Don't have to just tell like that. We will raise our hand and we'll make sure that everybody understand that which date and where is it in the calendar. We can show it. If you all are using the same art calendar, that would be great. If not, also no problem. Okay, now next question goes. In 2022 calendar, which date Janmashtami has came? You have to go to the month also.
19th.
Somebody can raise their hand, tell me which month Janmashtami comes.
Which
Okay,
month?
Rai Prahalad is here. Okay, Rai Prahalad, tell me which month Janmashtami comes.
August 18th.
Okay, you don't have to tell me completely. We'll take 2 to give 50 kids. Right? So, okay, you guess the month and date right. We'll move to the next question. Yes,
Hare Krishna Mataji, I have one question.
Yes.
Mataji, here it says it's August. Actually, it's 19.
Okay,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
right,
See, if you are in EST zone, if you tell August 19, I will understand that you are from EST zone. I will still accept that. Okay. It is because of the zone, right? Sometimes variant days happens. It's okay if you say me August 19, I will still accept your answer to be right. I know that it was a variant day. It will be either, see, some calendar maybe it is 17, some calendar maybe 18, but it won't be 20. That is for sure, right? So I can understand if it is variant day. I can understand, no worries. So now next question. When I'm asking the question, please don't just tell me the answer. Please raise your hand. I will unmute. Then only you can say. Okay, otherwise the fun will go on, right? We want fun also.
I don't have any calendar. In my dad's one, my dad has, but it's another app which has the code, and I don't know the code, and I don't have any calendar. No.
Okay, we will play another game also. We will play another game also. I'm ready with the other game also. Who don't have calendar, don't worry. We'll be starting the second game. But then we are also doing the doll. Please don't forget to do the doll. You all did Krishna doll very nicely. Actually, your all Krishnas were so beautiful than what I made. I wanted to see how you are making your Radha Rani doll, because Krishna, we cannot leave Krishna alone. We want Radha Rani for Krishna, right? Krishna will be so happy. So let's do Radha Rani and make Krishna happy. Please start doing it. It's the same procedure that we did for Krishna.
Mataji, I'm going to make I already made 2 Krishnas, one Krishna for myself, one Krishna for like the temple president's wife. Like, yeah, so I'm also gonna make Radha Rani for her and Radha Rani for me.
Wonderful, Shreyan. Even I made totally 4 Krishnas. 2 Radha Ranis already.
3 Krishnas and 2 Radha Rani.
2 Radha Ranis I already have. I'm making more. I want to gift it to other neighboring kids. Like somebody comes to my home, I can gift it. Okay, let's move into the game, okay? Okay, now the next question comes in here is okay. In January, what is the last Ekadasi's date? I will just lower all people's hands and then...
What, Hare Krishna Mataji, what is the question?
In Jan, what is the last Ekadasi date? Okay, Nandan is raising his hand. Nandan, go ahead.
28.
Okay, good job. Okay, Ojasvi, what is that Ekadasi name?
Sattila Ekadashi Mataji.
Sattila Ekadasi. That's the only one Ekadasi where we offer till laddu. Other Ekadasis, we are not allowed to do that. Wonderful. So,
Mataji?
Okay. Let's be quiet. Let's finish this question and then we will take the question, other questions. Okay, let's finish this complete game. Okay, Vrinda. Okay, what was the day on that day? You know, what was the day? Date is 28. I want the day.
24.
No, you didn't understand the question. That's fine.
Yeah.
Prana, what was the day on that day?
Friday, Mataji.
Friday. Wonderful. So we know that on 2022 January, it was 28 Ekadasi and it was Friday and it was Sattila Ekadasi, name of Ekadasi. Okay. Now, Advait, what is your question?
Mataji, I was raising my actual hand. Do I have to raise my virtual hand?
Action hand only I'm taking. I'm not taking, like here in the Zoom, that is what I'm taking.
No, that is virtual hand.
Are you doing the Zoom hand or like the actual person's hand?
Zoom hand.
Okay.
That is what I'm taking. Okay?
So like the yellow icon, right?
To unmute children.
The raise hand icon.
You can't. You want?
I'm asking
you
that's
do
the
it
one.
too. That is more convenient for me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So then now the next question is, in the March month, what is a festival that is very dear to all of us as a Gaur?
Gaur Purnima.
Okay, Gaur Purnima. Okay, raise hand.
I thought we were supposed to raise my hand. I was like,
Okay, that's fine. It happens. It happens. We are so excited to answer.
Did you know that Gaur Purnima is actually a new year for devotees?
Yes, I know that. This is Anish, right?
Yes.
Yes, I know that. Thank you so much for remembering me that. Very nice. So what was the date that came? Okay, we will go to the raise hand. That was Advait. In the March, what was the date? Gaur Purnima.
okay.
Advait, go ahead, unmute.
What did you say, Mataji?
What was the date?
Thursday.
Date, not day.
Oh, 17.
17. Yes, Gaur Purnima.
It's different every year.
Yes, it's different every year. But then we are trying to see what are the festivals that comes up. Okay.
Yeah, Mataji, yeah, I remember last time, I think it was on 20. Last year.
Yeah, it changes every time.
On 20 spring begins.
Okay.
Mataji, Gaur Purnima is the birthday of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right?
And also, yes,
And
correct.
so how is it on different days?
Yes. See, Ansh, if you keep telling all the secrets of that day, how can I play the game? I wanted to ask, what is that day? What is that? So I can keep more questions, right, Ansh? So you are telling all the answers. So let me continue the game, okay? Let me give some, chances to others. Like I wanted to ask, what is that day? What is that significance of the day? But then you only answer that it's a new year, everything you are telling. Just be quiet. We will do the game and then we can ask, I will ask you more questions about that days. Okay. Then I will give next question to Ojasvi. What is the festival? That is the another festival all Hindus will do, a part of not only ISKCON. Only ISKCON does that Gaur Purnima or Gaudiya, that line only does Gaur Purnima. Not many people don't know about that festival of Gaur Purnima, but then everybody all together does one more festival. What is that festival on that day?
Ramanavami, Mataji?
No.
And Mashtami?
On Gaur Purnima, what is that festival everybody does, all as Hindus?
Holi?
Yes. Who is that answering?
Yeah,
Ansh?
Holi.
Tushita.
Tushita, wonderful, Tushita, wonderful. That's the Holi. Everyone, as a child, I know that, okay, Holi is there in the March, but I never know that is Gaur Purnima. I really don't know that. After coming to ISKCON, I came to know that Holi is celebrated as appearance of Lord Gauranga, right? It's very nice to know that. Now, coming to Acharyas. One question coming to Acharyas. In the same month, there is one Acharya's disappearance who wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur. What was the date? Who wants to answer this? Oh, sorry, in the next month of, just now we asked one question, right? In the next month, not in the same month. Just now we asked, we covered which month? You remembered? Do you all remember? You should remember that and then go to the other month.
Mataji, can you repeat the question?
Okay. Just now we have finished one month. You have completed in that one month one festival. I'm asking you the next question comes in the next month. If you have remembered the past question, you can know which month we did it. And now in this month, I'm asking you the disappearance of Vrindavan Das Thakur, which date it came.
Mataji, can I please tell?
Okay, Krishna Darvesh, go ahead.
It is 25th.
Okay, thank you. Stop there. Sudevi, what was that day?
25th.
25th. Okay, very nice. Rai Prahalad. Day. She said the date. I want the day.
Monday.
Oh, but then Rai Prahalad does not have calendar, right?
Monday. I'm seeing in phone.
Oh, Monday. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful. Moving on to the next question. And I'm going again. I'm not going to say the month. And this is a famous festival. Half man, half of lion. Appearance day. Which month? You should raise your hand, Om. You can't say like that. You have to raise your hand. See, others are raising their hand. Okay, thank you, Om. That is wonderful. You said correct. Okay, which month is that? We will give it Sudevi. Sudevi raised her hand. She was there before also raising her hand. We'll give it to her. Okay, tell me, Sudevi. Which month is that?
May.
May. Wonderful. Now I see Pranav. What is that date?
Date or day, Mataji?
Date, not day, date.
14th, Mataji.
14th, wonderful. Okay, moving on to Advait. I want the day.
Mataji, it's on Saturday or Sunday.
Yes, wonderful. Yes, yes, because it's a variant day again, as I already said, variant days happens. So that is how it is correct. Okay, moving on to the next question.
Mataji, how come you're not lowering the hands?
Oh, right. I have to lower the hand. Thank you, Advait. I will lower all the hands. And for the next question, what is the month wherever Srila Prabhupada has appeared? Srila Prabhupada appearance we celebrate. Which is that month? Okay. Nandan.
June.
Nandan, no. Okay, next Krishna Darvesh.
Mataji, it is, I was wishing I could get this opportunity to say it. 20.
Month. I'm asking which month we celebrate.
Oh,
Okay, gone. Krishna Darvesh, your chance gone. Okay, now Ryan. Ryan, which month do we celebrate Srila Prabhupada's appearance?
Can I say? August.
Who is that? Very scary voice. August. Okay, we will take that answer. It's August.
I think it is Rupa. It is Rupa. I saw in the talking.
Yes, it was Rupa. And it was so funny voice. Okay, then we will take that answer, even though they did not raise hand, they said it. But then we will ask Ryan, what was the date? Ryan, what was the date? 20. Wonderful. Okay. Next question to Ansh. What all, as a devotees, what all we do on that day? What we do on that day? Do we eat nicely as soon as we get up in the morning?
We do kirtan.
Yes, but then what do we do? What do we do? Do we get to eat breakfast on that day?
No.
Mataji, can I say a joke?
No.
Yes, Advait.
After fasting, we eat kachoris.
After fasting, we eat kachoris. That means we need to do fasting. Wonderful, Advait.
I don't get it.
Prabhupada loves kachoris.
We don't get to eat in the morning. Of course, as a children, you all get to eat it. Because you are all small. As adults, we don't get to eat in the morning. We need to fast, and we make very nice kachoris and all Srila Prabhupada's favorite food. We offer it, and then we enjoy it. That's why Advaita said, after fasting, we get to eat nice kachoris. So that means we need to do fast.
Yeah, I got it. I was thinking it was like a joke, like some words related. Then I realized, oh, so Prabhupada likes kachoris. Oh, so after it's his appearance day, so after fasting we have to eat kachoris. Oh yeah, I get it.
Very nice. We will go to the next question quickly. Are you all working with the doll or no?
I I don't have a doll.
What?
How many people have doll? Raise their hands. One second. How many have dolls?
I'm doing it
How many have
later.
dolls? Vrunda has doll. Ryan has doll. Rasika and Kishori has doll. Sudevi has. Okay, please do that. Whatever I said, just paint the hair, and then you just put the tilak and sindoor and everything. You just decorate as I showed. This is the last question for the calendar game, and then we will play one more game because some children does not have a calendar. Okay, now the next question is, I will lower all your hands. So the next question is, so we just saw 1 month. I don't know what is that month. I don't want you to remember. I forgot it. I was not attentive. So, but then who is attentive? They can say in the next month, there is one more important day with the same person. What is that important day? If anybody can guess, first say me the next month. What is the next month of the month we just discussed? What is the next month of the month that we discussed? Okay, we see here Tushita.
Janmashtami.
No. I'm asking just now we finished 1 month. We have discussed one festival in that month. Now I'm asking what will come the next month. What is the name of the month that will come? If you are at you can answer it.
September.
Yes, wonderful. It's September. And it's the same person's something very special for all of us in ISKCON. That's the greatest thing for all of us. We should be very grateful for that. What is that day? I'm trying to identify. I'm trying to indicate what is that day. Okay, now I see here Advait, but then I see if there is anybody who did not get a chance. Isha never get a chance. We'll give it to her. Isha, what is that day? That day I'm thinking about.
Appearance of Shreya.
No. No. I mean, you didn't get it. I was talking about. Okay, we just finished about Srila Prabhupada's appearance day. But then there is very important festival for all of. It's not a festival, but then it's an important day for all of us that we remember that day. Why is that important? Is because of that only we got ISKCON. So that is the thing I'm asking. What is that date? What is it?
Written as Prabhupada.
I'm pretty sure it was Janmashtami.
Yes, Prabhupada came first time to US. Wonderful, children, wonderful. You all did a wonderful job. And we will stop this calendar game here. I will go to the another game. Before that, did you all enjoy the game?
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji.
Mataji, can I tell a joke? I didn't even enjoy the game, so how? I didn't even play the game, so how can I enjoy the game?
I was asking who played. How can I ask you, right? You didn't even eat food. I cannot say how is the taste of food. Shreyan, can I ask you that? It feels very bad for you, right? If I ask you that question, is it not? I asked people who played, who all participated, who all tried to search what question I'm asking. For them, I'm asking. Did you all enjoy finding something in the calendar?
Yes, Mataji.
There are many festivals, but then we couldn't do that. We wanted to play another game also because so many children does not have calendar in their house.
Mataji,
Yes.
this is Ansh. Look what I made today.
What did you made?
Look, I made an airplane.
Oh, wonderful.
I cut it out with just scissors and I didn't use anything except for a pencil to
Okay.
guide.
Put a spotlight here, we can't see it.
You can't see me? Okay.
Mataji,
Okay.
only if you're... Now it's good.
Mataji, we can
Okay.
all see you. We can't see Ansh.
Okay. Is that now fine? We will play quickly one more game and move to the doll. Okay. Because we have only 30 minutes. And this game goes with the Nectar of Devotion book.
Oh, Mataji, I think I have this book. I have the book.
Most of us will have this because our parents are finishing their Bhakti Shastris, so they need this book. right?
Yeah.
You have if I have that book. I do have this book.
Okay.
Mom got it for her Bhakti Shastri.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We all need for our Bhakti Shastri.
Wait, no. I thought it was on Veda base, but it's not.
Okay, but I don't want Veda base. Okay, Shriyan, you don't have this book also?
Mataji, I haven't studied this whole book.
You don't have to study this book. I'll make you play a game with this book.
Okay.
Okay, Vrita got it. Very good. Who else has? Can show it on the screen.
Mataji, I have it.
But then your nectar of devotion is Rai Prahlad has a different one. Okay, but then I don't know how it works for the game. Okay, Ramchandra has a right book.
Mataji, can I raise my hand if I have a book?
Yes, you can raise your hand. Who else has the book?
Mataji?
Vrinda has, Krishna Darvesh has. Who else is raising their hand? Sudevi, I know Sudevi has it. Ramachandra has it.
Mataji, I have a question. So I have a problem with my mom went to school and the kids in the school are now sleeping since they go out. They'll get disturbed when they wake up, and we won't.
Okay, but then okay, you have to be quiet and you cannot say that I did not enjoy the game. Okay. Because you're not playing, so you don't have to answer that question, okay, at the end of the time. Be quiet. Thank you. Okay, then Pranav has it. Good. Only few kids have, but then still we will play this game because some people does not had a calendar. Hope who did not had calendar, at least have this book to play the game. Okay, for the small kids, first question. I don't know if you all came on Friday. We played the same way. It's the same game, but then...
Oh, Mataji, I was not there because I was on a trip. Okay,
on Friday, we played with the Krishna book. We played with Bhagavatam, so that we at least touch these books. These books are Srila Prabhupada's favorite. When you touch it itself, we get lots of love for Krishna. So I just wanted you all guys to need to touch these books. That's why I'm trying to play with these games, these books games. So now, what do I wanted to say is, we played like in the Krishna book, there are many pictures. I told small children to find out a picture which Krishna is eating butter or Krishna stealing the butter. So immediately, child need to find it and show it to the screen. Yes, show it to the screen like that. So like that we will play in this book also. Like again, I also made them to I told that go to the page number so and so and find how many times you saw Udava word or a king word, how many times you found. You have to count it and tell me. Okay? We will play that game. We'll start that game. This game, we generally don't have to raise hand, but then you just show it to the screen. I will know that you have got it and you can raise it manually also. I will take it and be quiet. Okay, don't have to raise the hands. So then coming on to this book game, first one is a picture game for the small kids. Open the book and find the picture, which is a famous picture, a Brahmana who was offering everything mentally and he burns his finger.
Mataji, I got it. I found it.
Okay, Rai Prahlad found it. Krishna Darvesh found it. Wonderful. Okay, Sudevi found it.
Mataji, I found it.
Who is that? Ramachandra? One second, I will go to the gallery view and see. Vrinda, did I spotlight you? Vrinda found it. And then Ramachandra found it. Very good. So very nice. You all got it? Okay, Pranav also found it. I could see in the gallery.
Mataji, I also found it.
Advait. Okay, I opened the gallery view. I can see everyone. So yeah, can you show it to the screen? Wonderful. Wonderful. Is there anybody who couldn't find, they have book, but then they couldn't find the picture?
No.
Everybody find it, right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Moving on to the next question. But then this question is a little bit hard. But then I will give you the small word only to find, okay? Okay, in page number 73, go and open the page number 73. I don't know if Rai Prahlad has the same page that I'm indicating, because book seems different version, maybe little older version.
Right, Mataji?
Page 73.
Let's go to chapter 9.
Yes, it's a chapter 9. It's a chapter 9.
Further conjunction of the world.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted you to find Lord Chaitanya's name. How many times is there?
Mataji, it's okay to find Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all those things? Or just Lord Chaitanya?
Lord Chaitanya.
Only Lord Chaitanya, not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
We'll take Lord Chaitanya only.
Okay.
Three, Mataji.
Okay, is everybody with that same answer?
Yes, Mataji. 3.
Yes, Mataji.
Is there anybody having another answer for that?
2. I had 2.
Okay, who had 2?
Krishna Darvesh.
Okay. Okay, who is saying 3? Can guide the other person to find the third one?
There's 3.
One of them is in the second paragraph, the first sentence. The second one, it says, in spite of Lord Chaitanya's being so humble.
And this
And then the third one is, this behavior of Lord Chaitanya is very significant.
Okay, did you got it? Whoever said it was 2, did you got the third one? Okay. Were you able to find it? Yeah, Vrinda is showing 3. Wonderful. So now we will move to the next question. In the page 367, 367.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, I not found my third one. I not understood what they said.
Okay, okay. Let's clear to Krishna Darvesh. Advait, go ahead and say, or Ramachandra, go ahead and say. Where is it?
Mataji, the first one was, I saw it on the first sentence.
I found first passage. I found first passage. Oh, when first passage, I found 2 actually. So 2. Actually, I found my third one. Never mind.
Okay, very good. So this is what it is like. We have to observe very clearly. You know, you need to be very attentive, very attentive. Then only you will be able to find it. Now the next one, as I said, 367, page 367.
What are we doing, Mataji? I just came.
We are finding a word. I'm first going to give a question so that you will know what I'm indicating. Krishna used to go with them to the forest.
Wait, what is the what page?
367. It won't be literally the complete same thing, but then I am indicating something in that page. In that page, you can look out the words in that page and you can tell me what I'm indicating. Advait is trying to say that. Advait, can you tell me?
Mati, Gopas.
In that page, Gopas, what is it? I don't think so. It's not there.
Oh, wait, Mati, I thought when you said it's not literally, I thought you meant like the goat.
No, but then you have to see in that page and try to find out the answer.
Friends.
Oh, okay, got it.
Friends.
Okay, Vrinda said, but then I didn't even say to Vrinda. Vrinda guessed it. Okay, good job, Vrinda. You guessed correct word. It's friends. many times?
Mataji, till when the guest did, I found just now I found the page.
Oh, 3, 6, 7. It's friends or friend. How many times it is there? Friends or friend?
Mataji, I have to leave.
Huh? What is that?
Mataji, I have to leave.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye. We will miss you.
Bye. Hare Krishna.
Bye. Bye.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So how many times friends or friend? Both you can consider because there are so many friends also. Those how many times it is there? This is the last game and then we will move on to the doll. Okay, we see so many hands. I request Pranav to answer. Okay, Pranav is saying how many times?
7, Mataji. I found 11.
Okay. What is that, right, Brhad?
I found 11.
You found 11, but then you are...
Mataji, I also found 11.
Oh, you also found 11. Okay. Then Rai, Prahlad and Advait did a very good job. They were very keen in looking at the book and they observed very nicely. So I request Pranav to work more hard to find more. Rest of that, whatever is missing. So Devi, how many you found? 11. Did you find?
11.
Okay, so Devi does not have answer maybe. Ramchandra, did you find?
I got 9. I'm still going.
Okay, work on it. So Devi, what about you?
8.
8. So okay, Advait and Rai Prahlad should guide us to find other rest of the things what we are missing.
Mataji, just now we looked and we found 12.
The 12. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mataji, do you know the answer?
You have to find. What is that?
Do you know the answer?
No, I didn't. I was trying to concentrate on all of the game. I wanted an answer from you. I know there are many children and definitely it will come, the answer comes the right. Last time also we did the same thing. Answer will come right because I'm trying to do other things also at the same time.
I got 11, Mataji.
You got the 11. Okay. So now 11 and 12. Who got 12? Pranav, right?
Mataji, I actually got 12 because on the 1, 2.
Okay, Advait and Ramachandra can explain us where is those 11 and 12. And then we can find out what was missing. Okay, I'll spotlight Advait.
Mataji, at first I got 11 because I counted them. But then on the 6th line, there's actually 2 friends. There's 1 friend and then another friend also. So then I missed the second one.
Okay, so totally how many, Advait?
12.
12. Okay. So who is saying 11? Is there anybody saying 11? Ramachandra, you were telling 11?
Mataji, it is 367 page, right, Mataji?
Yes, 367. Yes.
Where it says starting of chapter 41.
I don't know. I just kept the book closed because I'm going to the next activity, right? 367. Page is 367.
Paternal devotion.
It's 12, Mataji. I rechecked.
Oh, very good. So answer is the 12. Ramachandra, Advait, Pranav, did you find the 12th one?
Yeah, he did. Yes, Mataji.
Wonderful. So whoever did not find, work on that. And I will move to the doll activity. So we will move to the doll activity. Everybody colored. Did you? I mean, some of the kids were very busy in finding. I don't know if you all able to color the head of the Radha Rani. Did you all colored?
Yes.
Whoever has a doll could color the Radha Rani's head. Or do you want to quickly color it?
Mataji, I'll just do the doll after this class.
Okay, you can do. I will send the instructions. You can do it as a project. No worries.
Because I don't have a proper paint.
Okay, no worries. So then it's the same way, okay? Regarding the dress is little different. I wanted to show the dress because this is like a, you need to get like a gopi dress, right? I will show. Can you give me that? I will spotlight myself. See, the hair is the same way. Like last time I showed, we have to put in, where is the square one? Okay. I will first show the hair and once, and then you can, I will show the dress also, how I did it. You all can observe and you can do this. And please, children, post it. I want your Krishna to have Radha Rani also. That's why. See, you just take this height because we can take more and later we can cut. But then if it comes shorter, it won't be looking good, right? Radha Rani needs a long hair. So then you take this size. Everything should be of the same size. If little bit changes here and there, we can just cut it off. That's not a problem. So like this size and then cut it here. Show me, Vrinda, scissors. So if you, Vrinda, so you take this. What do? Is you put it here like this. Can you all see? So then you hold this. You take this other end and go from this. So when you go from this, it will automatically create a knot. And then try to get it closer. Same thing you keep repeating. I will show it one more thing I'm going to show it. One more time. Are you all following, children?
Yes, Mataji, you teach very good.
Funny Vrinda, right? Okay. It's bad. So see, the second one, same one. I cut it. Okay. Then I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to take the other end. See, just take the other end from this. Make sure they are equal, okay? Because I'm using two hands and then I'm showing it. It might not be proper. See, then like this. Finish it all the way. So much of the hair so that it will fit to the doll. Then you glue it up. Hard glue this side and this side. After that, see, you can see here. Hard glue. So then I pull it out. So I got the hair for Radha Rani. And coming to the dress. Dress, you just take your doll, measure your doll's, height, and then take the folding, exact folding of the dress. When you wrap the doll, you understand how much to take it. One second. Yeah, you just keep the doll on the cloth like this and wrap the cloth once. So then you will understand how much it will fit for the round. You take like that. If you're taking more also, no problem. When you're joining it, you will understand, right? You can cut it off, extra part. So we'll take little bit like that. Give me that border.
Which border? Are you using this dress? This is a dress. So my mom is using this dress. So if you have any DD dress, you can take the border off and you can use it. So that's what my mom did.
Yeah, because I couldn't buy it.
Yeah, because if you don't have it in handy, you could just do that.
So then what did I do is I take a piece of cloth and then what do you do is to make it the gopi dress, You just need to fold it like this. Keep folding it, keep folding it, keep folding it like this. I didn't cut it properly. I have to cut it. I'm just showing you. So keep folding it, keep folding it, keep folding it like this. So it comes like a, like this, like a skirt. So what do you do is first you just put, if you have some extra lace, you first stick the lace and then you fold a little bit the cloth first. And first you glue the folded part here, you can glue it. And then you just keep it like this. And then you stick it to the doll. Once you stick it to the doll, you use the hot glue gun. And for every one step, first in the beginning, only little bit only you have to glue, not everything else together. So then for every one step of the glue, you fold the cloth. And then again you put a glue, again you fold it. So that way that skirt shape will come. And end you have to glue it off. And for the upper part, for the blouse, what did I do is any borders that you have, you just need to take the border. Yeah, you just need to take the border and see the shape exactly here near the blouse place. So you just stick here one line and then cut it extra part. And then again you stick from here to here, other cloth. Here to here, other cloth. So it means extra of the border, whatever you have. You can stick it like that. So that way you will get the skirt and border. And these kind of the stickers that I found,
You put it in the PPT.
I found it in Dollar Tree. So I used for the other things like crown and then necklace and the hand bangles.
And the flowers on her dress and this and the crown. Those are
so that
stickers.
Okay. And funny thing I wanted to say you, I didn't had a time to go to the other store and buy this. What did I do is I went to Dollar Tree.
My mom went to Dollar Tree and she bought a little cute gift bag. You know, it can go like this, right? And then she ripped it off and she used it.
So these little cute bags you get, right? Gift bags, small cute bags, which are very transparent. Can you get that bag?
Yeah.
So what did I do with that bag? I just cut in the bag and I joined two bags. I made it like a big cloth and then I put it like a dupatta for Radha Rani. So if there is a will, you can find a ways to do it. So I did not have time to go to the other store.
It's this.
So this bag. This is also in Dollar Tree only. I just use this cloth. I mean, this is a cloth. I just cut this and other one also I cut it. I joined.
Yeah, see, this is actually a cute gift bag. It's actually cute.
But then if you can directly go get in Walmart, there is you can sell you can get in the cloth sections. You can get it. So rest, is there anybody having any doubt regarding the Radha Rani dress, Radha Rani doll? I will show you the PPT, complete PPT. So you will understand. These pictures will help you to understand. And if you have any doubts, we can take that questions after I show this.
Show them all the stickers.
So this is what, and then you can decorate like this. See, as I told, that the border can be used like a blouse, and then this gopi skirt, I showed how you can fold and put it. So that is what this. And the dress can be, you can be innovative. Like your Krishna dolls are very beautiful. The one that I made, I feel like, you all have so much love for Krishna. I wanted to see your love for Radha Rani also. When your dolls comes out and when you share it on this WhatsApp group, I'll feel so happy. Is there anybody having question? Prachi, what is your question?
Mataji, I wanted to ask how did you make the hair and put it on the doll?
Oh, I just showed, right? Give me that.
Yeah.
See, this is what the hair, right? I just showed how to make the hair. Did you see how did I cut it and how did I put it?
Yeah.
Same thing. You keep continuing the process until you get like enough for your doll. You measure your doll's head and you can understand that how much it fits for your doll. And then you glue it, hard glue. You have to use hard glue. See, like this. Did you see this hot glue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This side and this side. So then
Yeah, I
I just
see.
that, and then I sticked it off. Afterwards, you have to again hot glue on the head, and then you have to stick it off.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Or you can braid whatever you like. So is there anybody having any more questions? Okay, Vrinda, what's your question?
So, how did you did the braiding?
Oh, braiding. It's very easy, right?
Yeah, you did it for this doll.
It's very easy. Take
this one.
this one is already the hair was. I said right. This is the old doll we made into a.
Yeah, it already has a hair, so we just.
It's the same hair. You can braid it. After you stick it, you can braid it.
Yeah, I know how to do it. So first you take that much. You take 3 strings and.
Yeah, just I did not braid completely. I only braid little bit and left little loose hair in the back. Or you can do complete braiding also. What is there in braiding? Your mom can help you. She knows. She braids your hair, right? Just take few strings, 1, 2, 3, and start joining them like a rope, right?
Yeah,
like
easy.
Yeah.
Like this. Keep doing that until you.
Mommy, can I try? Can I try? I'm gonna show that.
So if there are no more questions, we can close the call here. Is that okay, children? It's 5 o'clock exactly. We played a game. We saw how to make a doll. We saw the story. We did revision of the whole first part and second part until wherever we are. Is there any more questions? Okay, let's close the call for today. Please make the doll. It doesn't take much time. Krishna doll takes a lot of time because we first painted it to blue and we need to wait. But then this won't take much time. We don't have to paint first, right? It's, oh, I see. What's your name?
Sita.
Oh, Sita, you started making. I could see that. Wonderful.
Sure.
Oh, super. Super, Mataji. Thank you so much for trying it out. Please make it. We're not there for Krishna doll.
Mataji, I got gems. Mataji, I got gems and I sticked it on their eyebrows and for their nose ring and the necklace.
Wonderful. Wow, this is also a great idea. Look at that. How beautiful that Radha Rani is. So pretty.
And that's the same doll.
Wow, this is very nice idea.
You
painted a hand also into red color. Wow, Mataji. That's it's looking very pretty. Like how we paint the DT hand, right? So nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. That idea is very nice.
Can I show you a Kavya's doll?
What happened, Kavya?
Can I show you my doll so far?
Ah, sure, definitely, Kavya. Oh, wonderful. You made like a sari. Wow, super. Kavya, please post it in the group. Sita, are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Okay, please post your Radha Rani picture, okay? And also, if you wanted to do the Krishna doll, I can post the document for the steps which I followed. You can just see the steps and make.
Okay, yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Mataji, I got this.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I got this for Radha Rani's body color.
Oh, body color. What color is that?
Golden.
Golden. Wow. You can be creative. That's what I said, right? You all kids are wonderful.
Oh my God, hers is so pretty. This is mine.
Wow, Shrija, so pretty doll you have.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. Continue working on it. Once you are done, please post it. I see you all other postings also. They are so wonderful. And the way you express gratitude to the teacher, I mean, thank you, Mataji. And your video is so enthusiastic that you put it on the WhatsApp. It makes the teacher to feel so happy.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anybody who wants to show their doll? So this is my doll. I had actually So many dolls. This is like directly I had from DT dress only. I put it. This is one doll and this is the other one. And this one, as I said, I made it from the old doll. This is not the new doll. Whatever the old doll I have, I made it with that.
So she painted it peach.
Yeah. I'll be posting the another doll that I'll be working now. Because I was giving the class now, I couldn't work on that. Okay. So let's close here. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitadam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all little kids ki jai.
Thank you so much, Her Grace Vinita Gandharvika Mataji ki jai.
Thank you, Pranav. Thank you, Pranav, for doing
Thank you,
it.
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna,
Thank
bye
you,
bye.
everybody, for doing it.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Vrinda did a very good behavior today when I was teaching. Good job, Vrinda. Good job. Bye.